Guys, Teacher Paul here, and today we are reacting to this video, which is from the channel PBS Terra. If you want to watch that video without my commentary and my reaction, go straight to the link which is in the description. And even after you watch my reaction, go support the channel. There's something wrong, or there's something weird going on with the Northern Lights. This was suggested to me by Maria. So let's take a look, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and join us on Twitch. We're live right now. Let's go.
Okay, let's see. Quite often there is this clapping sound, popping sound, almost like shooting.
This crackling kind of sound.
I've heard about this. You know, many people in the chat have been telling me that they can hear the Northern Lights. Not only see them now, but they can hear it. So let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever heard the Northern Lights? We have so many Nordics here on the channel, which my channel is only like, it's not only for Nordics, but everyone who loves Nordic and Scandinavian stuff, this channel is for you. But a lot of people have been saying, a lot of locals, especially those who live in the north, saying, I've heard it. And what does it sound like? Let me know. We have people in the chat. I know, Lena, you've heard it, right? I don't know. Whoever has heard it, let me know. What does it sound like? It would be crazy if it sounds like whispers, ASMR, Northern Lights ASMR. Crazy. Okay, I'm too excited for this.
Something is burning like...
It was like, oh my gosh. And there it was.
Shout out to the Sami
One
people.
old man told me that I'm very sure that
We have a Sami
make
playlist.
sounds, even if this were my last words. So the aurora makes sounds.
People in the Arctic have reported hearing sounds from the Northern Lights for centuries. These accounts have long been dismissed by modern science as impossible, just a myth, or a product of auditory hallucinations.
Could
it be that the ancient stories were right all along?
If you hear whispers from the Northern Lights.
Here at this location where we are now at Södernkylä, we have 150 nights per year, the Northern Lights. To me, aurora borealis, in even its faintest form, is the kind of my friend. Northern Lights is nature's most beautiful color show, something which you should see once in your lifetime. Suddenly, the sky starts to flash like heavenly disco lights. If you go,
It's a Scandinavian disco ball. People don't take offense to that type of thing, right? Like, I know some people might think, is it regarded religiously as well, or no? As something sacred, or no? Which I would completely understand. I do apologize if I'm not supposed to make jokes about it, but he talked about disco lights, and I mentioned it's a Scandinavian disco ball. So, but I remember watching, it was Snow Sister, a Norwegian film, Christmas movie. Go watch my reaction to it on Buy Me a Coffee or on Patreon. And at the end, oh, I can't give you a spoiler, can you? Can I? But at the end, something happened, and it showed me, and chat was also talking about, that people who kind of go to the other side of the other side of the life, right? Those who go over to the other side, it is said that they go onto the Northern Lights. Is that true? Is that a saying, or is that something people agree on, or no?
like heavenly disco lights. If you go to 150
believe that?
years ago when the first scientists came here, they had no idea what the lights actually are. We started to understand.
Can you imagine
when we got
seeing it for the first
satellites.
time?
But even then, not yet fully.
The source of the northern light is come from the sun. It's basically two main sources for strong auroras. It's solar storms, and then you have what they call corona holes, which is a dark, huge areas in the sun's corona, which just sends out solar wind particles at very much higher speed than the rest of the sun.
So it's electricity from space which rains into the atmosphere and makes atmosphere glow.
Well, the Earth has a magnetic field, which is created by the rotating core in the center. If we didn't have that magnetosphere, the solar wind will actually slowly blow away our atmosphere, so there wouldn't be any life here on Earth actually. So luckily we have that one.
We have several invisible shields which protect us.
I've also heard some people mention that the Northern Lights is actually kind of like a hole in the ozone, and it's bad because if you can see it, it means you're more vulnerable. I've heard people say something like that. So let me know and fact check that.
Visible shields which protect us.
When a solar storm comes and connects with the Earth's magnetic field, then it will interact and it will shake up the magnetosphere and be creating what we call a geomagnetic storm. So if you don't have a little engine on your satellite, you will lose that satellite much quicker because of the solar activity. And even the solar storms brings with it a lot of energy that's dumped into the atmosphere. And that is basically what's also creating the aurora. And you can easily understand that 1,000 years ago, people were stunned or afraid when the whole sky was just kind of in flames.
100%, I would be freaked out.
The indigenous people here, the Sami people, they had some beliefs. First of all, you should always respect the lights. Never tease them, never shout, never wave your hand.
People took actually children inside sometimes because the Northern Light was known to steal children.
Grandparents and parents are saying you should not.
It was
tease
known?
the Northern Light was us.
Or was
In the
believed?
evenings, of course, when it was dark, we used to tease it. Actually, we did. And we knew that we shouldn't. We have one story in Sami.
Yeah, kids always do things they shouldn't do. So if you tell them don't tease, they will tease.
Often it's two brothers. The youngest brother started to yoik the Northern Light, and he yoiked the teasing words. Kuovsahas, kuovsahas, poidbitan jälnis, härtan galtsi. And then suddenly it was like a blizzard and he was burned there and he disappeared.
Wow.
Only his fur was there on the snow.
It's such a beautiful culture, the Sami, the clothes. We have reacted to yoiking and Sami culture. And I know Kari is watching this. So Kari, we miss you here live on stream, and we miss your suggestions and your educational videos. So guys, if you have anything you want to show me, go over to the comment section, Discord, Twitch, or even buy me a coffee. This is so cool.
I have heard it like 2 or 3 times in my life. I felt that it was something warning me. I could feel it in my body like a magnetism or something.
Of course, the sound of aurora has been puzzling mankind for ages.
Lots of people think they can hear some crackling sound when there's a very strong Northern Light outbreaks. It's a space phenomenon from 80 kilometers up to 700 kilometers.
It's scary
There's no
though.
air there, so it should be impossible for sound to propagate from that altitude down to ground. So if there is some sound, it must probably come from something closer, and there's many theories about what that can be.
I do know that they make, for example, infrasounds. We are recording here in this observatory also. But when we play these sounds to people who have heard them, no, this is not. After working now with Professor Unterleiner for some time, he suddenly, in the last years, he came up with an excellent theory about the possible physical mechanism of this sound.
I came to this result. We have to
Let me know if you've
construct
heard
a
this sound
microphone
before.
array, at least with 3 microphones. The 3 microphone system can give you the direction of the sound source. So then you can separate those sound sources in the environment which are close to the ground. This pointing there, leave it out. But if the sound is coming here somewhere, then pick it.
Untolaina's inversion layer theory posits that on cold, clear nights, an electrical charge builds up in the air in an inversion layer about 70 meters from the ground. The same geomagnetic energy that causes auroras in space acts as a trigger, releasing the electrical charge in the inversion layer, causing pops and crackling sounds.
The sound source is below 100 meters. Auroral light is rapidly changing. The sound is almost immediately in your ears. And this is really why people speak about auroral sound.
So it actually-
They associate the sound so strongly with the light movements. But what causes the light movements is changes in magnetic field.
I think Unterleiner's theory is very important. It tells about the various energy transfer mechanisms.
The Northern Light, of course, is a beautiful thing to see, but every time they store northern light, it's also something called space weather.
If we want to understand our environment, we should know all these energy transfer mechanisms in detail in order to build a perfect model.
Okay, let me just say one thing. James Gunn, the creator of the Guardians of the Galaxy, I am sure 100% that he based the space vision that he has because he is regarded for taking space, which is a dark black place where light doesn't go. It's just like a black dark space, which is portrayed in movies, and then he got that and he changed it completely the way we see space and the way we see the galaxy as a whole. He went and he added color to it, and I'm pretty sure he was inspired by the Northern Lights, because when you watch Guardians of the Galaxy and you see how space is portrayed in the vision of James Gunn, it 100% looks similar to these colors, which is so beautiful.
The northern light, of course, is a beautiful thing to see, but every time they store northern light, it's also something called space weather.
If we want to understand our environment, we should know all these energy transfer mechanisms in detail in order to build a perfect model.
The same solar storm, the same effect on the sun will also interfere with our technology-based society today.
We are so much dependent on our technology in space, our satellites.
We only have been hit once by a superstorm, and that was in 1859, which we call the Carrington event. It was so strong that the northern light was seen all the way down to equator. It took down the entire telegraph system. Some fires broke out in some of those telegraph systems.
Satellites simply die with too much electron radiation from space weather events.
The question is, what will happen if the Earth was hit by the same storm today?
If we would just imagine like this, that let's take out all the space action, we would just drop to the Stone Age. We all on planet Earth, we are astronauts on this spaceship. We want this spaceship to be preserved for future generations, and that's why we also need the space research.
Wow.
Thanks for watching. This episode was part of PBS's Earth Month lineup, which includes a bunch of great new episodes celebrating our amazing planet. If you enjoyed this episode, we know you'll love the latest from Indy, Alaska, about a gardener working to improve food security by sharing indigenous planting techniques. Links to that episode and PBS's full Earth Month playlist are in the description.
I 100% love these type of videos. These type of videos for me are like, they're really educational, they're really interesting, they're really fun, they're really cultural. I like that. It's really nice. I hope it doesn't get blocked so that we can do more of these. And guys, this is my Nordic channel, so if you want to come join us, we're live right now. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a like really, and a comment if you enjoyed it, okay? Go over to Buy Me Coffee if you want to request a video, or click over here for more educational videos, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.